frighten myself.
And slow down. You can't do it at the same pace. It's just fact of life. Physics, call it whatever you want.
Try to be in slow motion on a good line.
Well, really, it should be just off of the dry line.
You know, inside of it?
Well, it changes all the time. We're going back and forth, right? So you should go a little wider around the turn. There's more traction out here, like this. Super slippery right here, so you should be over on this side. Just drive in a higher gear.
Do you drive in a higher gear?
Yes, one higher. Stay over here.
Yeah, release. Yeah.
Okay, that's the line. Just stay one car width off the dry line. Okay. So here, that's the most slippery spot there is. Run around the outside a little bit. That's what I just said at the last corner, right?
Stay out wider.
Correct.
This one here?
All of them.
Oh. Yeah.
Not just one, all of them.
Okay.
And when you get here, just slow down and stay wide. And leave it in a higher gear than you normally would. So third gear would be that one. Slippery because that's where everybody goes. Now just stay in about the middle of the track here. Okay, that's the dry line right over there, as we know. So stay right about here. And it's all going to be slippery in here. So leave it in third. Stay over, just pull over to this side a little bit early. Slow down a little bit. Now just go a little bit longer, right? Turn from over here. Now this is the dry line again. So just stay in about the middle of the track. So you should be in fourth gear now because we were normally in third. Don't do that. Put your hands on the wheel the way I showed you. I'm telling you, you got to get this stuff down. Yeah. It's really important. I'm not trying to be difficult, but you got to do it.
You got to eliminate bad habits.
They are bad. So now you can go to, when we get, sorry, not here. We get to this corner, just go a little bit wider. You'll find a little bit more traction there. Tippy toe across the dry line. Stay a little wide, you'll find a little more traction over here. And then get over to the middle of the track. Right there. Up a gear, we're paying attention. We're going to fourth because we're normally in third. outside here. That's where the most traction is, through that corner. Tippy toe across the dry line. Now just go down the middle of the track. So if you want to wave this guy by, he may not choose to do so. So approaching, you don't have to go all the way over there. You can do the corner from the middle of the track and then turn. Just stay a little bit wide. Okay, so this is going to be the dry line here, so get across it. You don't ever want to be jamming the throttle as you're crossing the dry line, right? Fourth gear, yeah, you're good. You're already in fourth gear, so that's fine. Middle of the track. This is really slippery here. So slow down. You're crossing the dry line now, but you're going to go wide. Right? Just drive straight up here. Brake. Be careful. Just cross the dry line. Utilize this traction over here. Go a little wide here. See, you're on the dry line. I just asked you to go wide on all the corners. So do we want to let this guy go by?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to go by.
You may not. I don't know.
There he goes.
So I'd go around the outside of this, like just telling you, that's where, if there's traction, that's where it is. Straight up the middle here, brake, you're crossing the dry line, utilize a little bit of the outside. That's how it's done. Your hands in the same place on the steering wheel all the time. I don't want you to shuffle the wheel. Bad habit.
Stay wide there.
Yeah, just go a little bit wide.
Just just started driving like normal all of a sudden. I don't know why. Back on it. Stay wide out around here again?
Yeah. Still wet. signals too, right?
Yeah.
north is good through here. We're not going very fast.
I just want to make sure I was taking away at all, right? Like,
Or what?
just, you know, I understand that the
Short-
higher gear.
Short shifting, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
So,
Hold the wheel right. Stay on.
I'm trying to focus on it, like, you know, I'm just becoming aware that I do it. So
Yeah. You're shuffling the wheel like that.
I think I moved my hand prior to turning.
It's good for driving a bus or a dump truck, but not a car.
What?
A bus or a dump truck where you have
Oh,
to
yeah.
steer like this.
Yeah, yeah.
This car, you don't need to do that. Now you're getting enough water and starting to hydroplane, right?
Yeah.
Pay attention to that. It's hard to see where those are. We don't know the track that well. Well, it's worse in a straight line because you're usually going fast. It'll turn the car,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Corner, you're probably not going very fast. If you're booking it down here, you hit standing water, it'll turn the car.
I don't know how, like, the guys that race, some races that don't get canceled and they continue.
All sports car racing runs in the rain.
Really, eh?
I race in the rain all my life. I'm really good at it. I love it.
Because you have to not make any mistakes.
You can't make any mistakes. You have to know, but you're racing.
Yeah.
So you're going as fast as you can under the conditions. I happen to be pretty good at it. Probably because I did, before I started road racing,
Yeah.
I did 15 years of ice racing.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just
Sliding.
constantly trying to figure out how not to spin the car around or get traction. So a little bit of dancing here and there doesn't throw me off too much, but so you're always hunting. That's what this is all about right now, is hunting for the little bit of traction, a little bit better traction than what's on the dry line. And driving like I'm showing you, just off of the dry line is where it is. But we're not going to go real fast anyway.
Well, I get that familiarity of the line.
Well, it takes a real mindset to not drive on the line you just learned for a day and a half.
Yeah.
Or all your life, or whatever, right? It really is a
That's
challenge
a fucking
to
terrible
stay off
habit,
of it.
my hand. Holy fuck, it keeps wanting to go up. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's the most you're ever going to turn the wheel. So I mean, you don't need to.
Yeah. Don't need to have it in
Don't
position.
need to slide your hands to accomplish that. Again, if you were driving a bus, you got to turn the whole thing like that much to make that turn. I get it. You have to.
Yeah.
Something's going to give. Not in this car. Every time you're letting it slide, it's just another opportunity for something to happen. Especially if you're a hydroplane, right?
I had a little bit of that felt like it had a little bit of washout in it as I went around. Not very much, but
Well, we caught a little bit of hydroplaning in this straight coming up here, right?
yeah.
So if you're just kind of not hanging onto the wheel, it'll pull it.
Yeah. So I want to go straight across the water. Right? There, like that.
It's raining harder at this end of the track. A lot of water here. Checkered flag. A lot of water pulling this car around. You don't have rain tires on. You have almost no tread at all. Right? So when we run in the rain,
I can feel the heavy water.
yeah. When we run in the rain, we run a narrower tire, taller, narrower, full tread, soft. So it dissipates water much better, and the smaller tread pattern works way better, just like in the snow.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, small. I think I was telling you that yesterday. We were racing
225.
on my Camaro. 275 is the dry tire.
Yeah.
275, 40, 17 is what I run on the Camaros. And if I'm in the wet, the ideal tire for me is 225, 50 on a 16. So you get a way smaller contact patch, but it's got to be soft.
Why do you go to a higher sidewall?
Just to come back, I just went to a 16-inch rim, right? So I'm trying to go back to the same sort of ground clearance.
Oh, yeah. Why, when you change rim, when you change rims, it sets up the ground difference and everything different?
Can.